What's going on, everybody? It's Caleb. I'm gonna do just a tutorial video of just a standard match in Match of the Gathering. I'm playing against the bot. So this is a deck that's green and blue called Massive Menagerie. Basically, I haven't played this deck in like 3 years, but basically we're trying to get as much land as possible to give us a resource called mana. That's what we use to help cast our spells. Right now we have a couple of really high-costed things. There's not really anything we can play early in the game, so we're going to click Mulligan, return one card to the bottom of your library. So that means we're going to still draw 7, but we're going to choose one card to go back to the bottom of our deck. Okay, this is a lot better. This is some lower-costed stuff. We have this creature who taps sideways to make mana. This also makes our forests or enchanted lands make more mana. And the Beanstalk Giant, he basically is really, really big. He gets as big as however many lands we have. So we're going to keep this. We do have to return one thing. We're going to get rid of the Beanstalk Giant. I feel like we don't really need him. He's kind of expensive. He costs 7. So you can only play 1 land per turn. Okay. When this creature enters Scry 1, Scry 1 just means you look at the top card of your library and you can choose to leave it on top or put it on the bottom of your library. So next, we have a couple different options for land. We could play another forest, but the problem is we have this little dude here, which costs a green and a blue. So we need both mana sources for that. So I'm going to choose to play an island, and then we're going to put Maraleaf Pixie into play. And whenever you play a creature, the turn that you play it, it has something called Summoning Sickness. So it can't attack or tap sideways until your next turn. And now Summoning Sickness is up, so now she can tap for a green or blue mana. It gives a total of 3. But we're actually going to play another land. That gives us a total of 4. We don't have anything that costs 4 right now, but I wanna be able to play this card and this card. So if we stack it properly, we're going to put this on top of this island, which makes it tap for an extra green if we tap it. So it's going to give us 1, 2, 3. That means we play Cultivate. I'm wanting some more forests. We're just going to pick up 2 forests. If you read the card, it says, search your library for 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put 1 onto the battlefield tapped, and the other in your hand, then shuffle. So this little eyeball means it's revealed to our opponent. Unfortunately, our opponent is popping off. They're playing a lot of creatures with flying. They're getting really beefy. We're literally not drawing any cards. Nothing for us to play this turn. So this land, we played it. It enters tapped. So we can't make mana with it the turn it comes in. But it gets us 1 life. Unfortunately, can't do anything, so we have to pass the turn, see what our opponent does. They're just still playing flying creatures. They're just still doing... Oh, yep. They just keep on going. Yep. Oh, they have a perfect hand. They're perfect. I mean, we can't really give up our dude. So we're going to take the damage. Oh, great. And then we have this. So, or we can sacrifice it to... Oh. Sacrifice to make a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Well, I'm just going to show you what that looks like. Just real quick. It's nothing special. So we can't do too much. I think they're gonna kill us this turn. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we're gonna block here because this guy can get pumped up to be really big, so we're gonna trade there. I'm surprised he didn't kill us, but oh yeah, we just lose the game. Okay, so we literally drew nothing this entire game. Well, that's rest in peace. we lose versus the bot. Well, let's get in another game. I think I can explain some other things pretty well in depth, but we'll see. I'm trying to play something that's not overly super complicated. We're still trying to kind of get the lay of the land. Oh, cats. We can play cats. Cats is really easy. With this type of deck, it basically focuses around this one card called Orobo. he makes all your cats have +1 attack, +1 defense, so the deck is just full of cats. See here, we have a 1-mana 1/1. At the beginning of combat in your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures, this creature gets +1 attack, +1 defense until the end of turn, and you gain 1 life. This is just a 1-mana 2/1. This is a 2-mana 1/1. When it enters, you draw a card, and then the Unicorn, whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. So this helps buff up our creatures that we play for the turn. We start off with 3 land in our opening hand, which is good because that lets us play things early on and kind of sets us up for later in case we draw some bigger cards. So we're going to keep everything. And we do want to play something on turn 1. So we're going to play this Plains, and then we're just going to put in this guy. We could have put in the Leonin Vanguard, but you don't really have to do either one. There's not really a choice you have to do there. I think I'm gonna do this one. This one comes in tapped, but we have a creature we can play for 1 mana. So we're just gonna do that also. We don't really need to get too crazy. And now we're able to attack with our Savannah Lions. We played them last turn. They had Summoning Sickness, but now they're able to attack. So we tap them. Okay, I guess he's just gonna kill it. I don't know why he didn't kill it before combat. He could have saved himself 2 life, but that's okay. We don't mind that too much. This card we drew, it's a 2-mana 2/2 flyer, and if I pay 5, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's not really a good return on investment, so I don't really like that one. We're going to play the Unicorn. It's a 2/2, so it's a pretty good early game blocker. We're not going to attack with the Leonin Vanguard because he's probably going to block it with this, and we don't really want to. We don't want to trade creatures right now. All right, he plays a zombie. That's interesting. Play a forest for turn. Okay, Angelic Destiny. You put this on a creature. That's why it says Enchant Creature right there. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4, has flying and first strike, and is an angel in addition to its other types. When the enchanted creature dies, return this card to its owner's hand. Cool, so you can keep replaying it over and over again. First strike has to do with combat damage. Usually, damage is done at the same time. So, like, if this 1/1 is blocked by this 1/1, they both die at the exact same time because damage is done at the same time. But first strike just means that creature does its damage first. So, if I put the first strike on the Leonin Vanguard and the Malakir Coldblade blocks, then I will kill it, but it will not kill me because I did my damage first. So, we're actually going to play this cat. It's going to come in with a +1/+1 counter because of the Unicorn, and then it's going to draw us a card. Alright, we draw land. That's fine. Now we're going to play this 2/2 flyer. It's going to get a +1/+1 counter. And Leonin Vanguard gets an additional +1/+1 because we have 3 more creatures. So I think we can just swing in with it. I don't care if we lose it now. It takes away one of their blockers. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with trading that. Leonin Vanguard did not have a lot of good abilities otherwise, so I don't really care that much. Oh, he's playing really weak stuff. 2-mana 2/1. He's a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh, that's fine. We don't need to do that. We pretty much always play a land on each of our turns. It doesn't hurt. And then this is a 2-mana 3/1. When this creature enters or dies, surveil 1. Surveil is very similar to scrying. We saw that in the last game. Surveil means you look at the top card of your library, and you can choose to leave it on top or put it in your graveyard. So that's a very interesting one. I kind of want to... Yeah, we'll play that. Let's get some knowledge on the top of our deck. We have 1 card remaining in our hand, so we're going to want to look for options. Okay, we don't want to land. We already have too many lands. We don't have any really expensive cards that we want to play. Just this 4-mana card. We have more than enough mana for that, so we don't have to worry about that. I want to swing in with that. Let's throw in this little kitty too. Again, I don't care. Okay. I don't care if they... This was a stupid trade by him. He should have just blocked with the Karokian Scoundrel, because him and the Helpful Hunter would have traded. But now that he's double blocked like this, I can choose how much damage is assigned to each creature. I can only assign 1 to this guy because he has 1 toughness, and then the carryover damage goes to Malakir Coldblade. So the Coldblade will be a 2/1 at the end of his combat. But, stupidly, we want to put him in front. This guy's just going to get bigger and bigger as the game goes on because, remember, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, the opponent is us. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So we're going to kill him off first. I'm fine with that. His ability goes off, but he doesn't see himself, so... Alright, he's just playing really weak cards. Okay, so we don't want to block here. We don't want to lose the Unicorn, and we don't want to lose this dude right here, because he's got a lot of power. He's pretty tough. So we're going to let the damage go through. Your life total is a resource. If you're not in danger of immediately dying... Oh, he's going to die anyway. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah, we'll keep him on top. We'll get an extra card. Your life total is a resource. Alright. Play him. He draws us a card. Give us something. It's a land. That's actually perfect because we can play the land, and now we have 4 open mana to play Angelic Destiny. Let's put it on the Unicorn. Boom. Now we're huge, and they can't block us, so we're going to hit him for 9. Okay, Sparky. So now he's down to 6 life. He is in danger of dying. He needs to... Oh, okay. We don't block. We don't care about that. Oh, we just win the game. Nice. Hey, we did good. Got him down to 0, and that's the game. So, yeah, basically rule of thumb is you always want to play a land per turn if you're able to. There are very few decks that care about like withholding land to play them at the opportune time. You pretty much always want to play them at the start of your turn every single time. If you're able to attack for some free damage, you don't want, like if you want to keep around a creature that's important, you can kind of have them hang back. But pretty much, you want to chip your opponent away. Next, let's play dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are always fun. These are big boys. These are big, angry dinosaurs. And they're all about combat, so we're going to be getting into a lot of combat. That's a lot of how these decks operate. There are very few decks where you're purely relying on spells and card manipulation. So we start off with 3 lands. We have this 5 mana 4/5 with Reach. Reach just means it can block a flying creature. So normally, if you have a creature with flying, flying can't be blocked except by other flying creatures. They're up in the air. Just think about it like that. But if a creature has reach, it means they're really tall, or they have a bow and arrow that can block a flying creature. Although Panicked Allosaur, in and of itself, does not have flying. If you tap him, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's kind of bad. 1 mana. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom. Okay. This is a 3 mana 3/3. When this creature enters, you may reveal a dinosaur card from your hand. If you do, or control another dinosaur, you gain 3 life. Okay. They went this way. Search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Investigate. And what's cool about Arena is if you hover next to something, on the top right corner there of the card, you'll see kind of a breakdown of what the ability means. So in the top right, it explains what Reach does. And Investigate means create a colorless clue artifact creature token with pay 2 mana and sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. So, this is a pretty interesting way to start off. I think we'll keep this. I think this is fine. It's not ideal. We don't have any like real early game plays other than Commune with Nature. So let's give that a C. Okay, 2 mana 2/3 Haste. If you see on the top right. Haste means it can attack and tap as soon as it comes under your control, so it's not affected by Summoning Sickness. He says, when Itzquith enters, you may pay 2, that's 2 mana, of any color. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Oh, that's interesting. And then Hulking Raptor, 4 mana 5/3 with Ward 2. Ward means whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, they have to pay whatever cost that is in order for the effect to go through. So he has Ward 2, which means that the opponent has to pay 2 mana in addition to any other costs if he wants to target this creature. And this also says, at the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 green mana. That's pretty good. I think we're going to want that. Free mana is always good. Next turn, I kind of want to get more mana in play, so we're going to play a forest. They went this way. We're going to get a basic land card. I kind of want a forest. And then we investigate. So we can pay 2 at any time to sacrifice this to draw a card. That's going to be pretty decent. It looks like they're playing a white life gain deck. What does this card do? Whenever this creature attacks or blocks while you control a dinosaur, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, that's awful. I hate that. It's kind of worthless, to be honest. Alright, let's pay Hulking Raptor. We can get a blocker in, and he's going to give us mana at the start of our turn. He wouldn't dare attack, would he? No, he's not going to attack. Yeah, life gains are the worst. I hate them so much. Alright, so now we have a total... So if we change phases, if we go to the combat phase, we lose that mana. So any mana that we have, it's called in our mana pool, that we don't use as a step ends, we lose it. So we got to make sure we spend it this round, basically. So we have 6 mana right now. I feel like we want to get this big blocker guy in place. So first we're just gonna well, we have 6, but we can play this for 7, which lets us play 2 different things. So we're gonna play this guy first. We're gonna reveal Panicked Altosaur. We're gonna show our opponent, hey, we have it, and then we can just play Panicked Altosaur. And then I don't want to swing in with Hulking Raptor because he can block with his people, and Hulking Raptor will die, and we lose out on the mana it gives us. Oh, why is he attacking? So he probably has a spell in his hand that lets him pump up his dudes. So I think we're going to let some dudes go through. We're going to let these creatures right here don't have any ability, so I think we're going to let them through. This guy's kind of worthless right now. He did his job. He gained us life. So we're going to block the guy that says whenever another creature control enters, gain 1 life. We don't want him to gain life. And this guy's just going to get bigger over time, so we're just going to block him. And we're going to let the other 2 go through. See, that's exactly what I figured. I don't know why he put it both on the same dude. The dude was going to survive anyway. That's fine. But he used up 2 combat tricks. This comes in tapped. Pings our opponent for 1. Fanatical Strength. Target creature gets +3/+3 and trample until end of turn. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to play this guy for free. We're going to crack this to get a card, because we're running dangerously low on cards. Ooh. Oh, we don't have enough mana for this guy this turn. That's okay. 6 mana, 7/7. When this creature enters, scry 2. And it says on top right there what it does, if you want to read that real quick. And also, if you pay 4, this creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Interesting. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some extra damage in here. Hey, don't tell me to keep moving. That's very rude. So we're just going to stick on that guy. Why not? And we're going to swing in for, what is that, 12? Alright, so he's got 9 health left. He's dangerously low. He's really low. Alright, he swings in with all of them. I don't care about this. I don't care about losing 6 life. We're almost tied for life, actually. Ooh. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. This guy is an amazing card. This is an incredible card. 8 mana, 12/12. Trample. Trample means a creature with trample can deal excess combat damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. So normally, if you, let's say I attack with this 4/5 and he blocks with the 2/2, all the damage is just simply exchanged between them 2. But if it had trample, then it takes 2 damage to kill it because of its toughness. So we have 2 power left over. So that extra 2 power is going to go right into his face. That's basically what trample means. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Ghalta, because he's going to let us put any number of creature cards from our hand into the battlefield. That's an incredible ability. If we had a full 7 cards in hand, we'd be getting multiple creatures just absolutely for free. So we're going to play him. And that lets us put in Cavern Stomper for free. When he enters, we scry 2. 2 lands, we don't need them. We have so much land right now, so they're going to go in the bottom of our library. We don't need them. Also, I think we win right now anyway. Yeah, we swing in for 9. Boom, we win the game. He lost, we won. So hopefully that was a really good intro to kind of how a basic game of Magic the Gathering is run. Every deck is going to be a little bit different. Are you going to want to get your land out early so you can play bigger spells sooner, or are you playing more control? Are you playing with the cards in your deck and not letting your opponent do things? So there's different theories to how the game is run, but everyone has their own unique play style. Once you get into the game and you learn the cards, try testing out different deck types yourself, see what you like and dislike. What is too much brain power and what is too little. I've seen a lot of people, they play some red goblin decks where literally all it is just make as much goblins as you can and attack every turn, and it's just a whole lot of dudes. It's really straightforward. And then you have the opposite side of the spectrum where, let's say you're playing blue control, where all you're doing is counterspell, 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 not letting your opponent do things. So just figure it out.